What's going on, everyone? Welcome back for another video on Legend of Mushroom. Today I want to talk about the new mount that is coming in a few days. Because let's be honest, I think that not many players want that mount to be released. Look at that, we are gonna go through that post on Discord together. I haven't heard a single player have a positive review of the incoming Cheetah mount. And I think that this is right. Nobody wants to have that mount. If you don't know what is the mount doing, you have the detail on the screen right now. When you are taking a lethal attack, instead of dying, you will be immune to death during 4 seconds and have way more stats. All the stats that are shown on the screen right now. So in fact, during these 4 seconds, you are not gonna die and you are gonna deal insane damage to the opponent. If you get the mount, if you are playing versus the same class in front, you will destroy the opponent if he doesn't have the mount. If you have the mount, if you are a Plume Monarch, if you are facing another player who does not have the mount and is built around high HP and regen, normally you can't kill the target. But during these 4 seconds, if you have all these stats, you might be able to kill the target. So this is why that mount is crazy and why people don't want the mount. Instead of that mount, we need something else, like a second breath. Let me explain myself. If you take a lethal hit, instead of being immune to damage, now this is not an immunity to damage, because if it was the case, you could beat someone through the immunity of damage. Because you have some artifacts, or the Dark Lord can deal a few damage through the damage immunity, but not through the death immunity. So instead of the death immunity, for 4 seconds, we should have a kind of second breath. Regen like 10% of max HP, and that's all. Get some extra stats if you want during 4 seconds, but get only 10% more health if you should die. This is not game breaking, because you are maybe like gonna survive 1 extra second, and during that extra second, if you have enough damage, you can change the battle. 4 seconds of death immunity is way too much. This simply would just break the competitiveness of PvP. This is right. Things today are pretty balanced in my opinion. Maybe there is one class that can be a bit above the others. I faced a Dark Lord with my tanky Spirit Beast class. I had like 240 billion HP. He had the same power as me. He was able almost to one-shot me directly at the beginning before the blitz. I took like 80% of my max HP in damage, so around 220 billion HP in one attack only, directly at the start of the battle. So this is a bit too strong. Realistically, no item should ever give any form of immunity in PvP in my opinion. In PvE, this is great to have that, at least at a condition, make the mount work in PvE only, so we can still progress through PvE, acquire more rewards, progress a bit faster, so for spenders it's still better, but don't make the immunity to death active in PvP. And I haven't talked about the series of victories that you can have in the different cross-server events. Take that mount in the Voyage event, for example. If you attack the city, you are gonna have like 20 players in front. Normally, if you are stronger than the players, the first ones defending the city, let's say that you can kill maybe 5 of them, but then you have some debuffs, right? And you are dying because you can't regen your health. So if you have that mount, you will always be immune during 4 seconds. So even if you have less attack, less defense, less HP, you are still gonna have a huge advantage over the opponent, even with your debuffs. And you might kill, instead of 5 people, maybe the entire tower. In my opinion, this is too much. And he is saying the item has also not come out yet, so changing it before it dropped is the best for players. I completely agree on that. This is now that you need to work on that. I'm pretty sure that if the mount is released like that, a drama is gonna start on the game. And many players are gonna quit. Please swap the mount to another item or change its effect. This will be a disaster if it comes in the next event. It's gonna be a disaster for the spenders and the free-to-play players. For everyone, in fact. Nobody wants to have that mount. So one more time, let me know your thoughts about the mount in the comment below. Okay, so enough talk about that mount. Let's concentrate on the other items we had recently. Because we had a crazy back accessory, this one. I'm pretty sure that you will all agree on that, but this back accessory is way above the others for PvP. With the others, you had some increased stats and you could deal a bit more damage. Here, that one releases insane damage in PvP. And this one is way above the others, but at least that was a back accessory and way less expensive than the mount that is gonna come in a few days. This mount is a bit above the others in some specific contents in the game because this mount is not designed for PvP, but if you are using it in like Grumpy Big Head, for example, this is the best mount to use in Grumpy Big Head. That amount was really expensive because that was the grand price of the previous event, but it's just a bit above the other mounts we had before. It's not game breaking. That mount changed the meta in PvP, but this mount is not broken. Let me explain. If you have the mount, it's okay, you are gonna have some control immunity for 3 to 5 seconds, and many times during the battle, some more attacks, some more damage resistance, but generally the average attack and damage resistance you have is around 8%, and the control immunity is generally around 4 seconds. So you are not disarmed anymore. Or maybe during 0.5 seconds or 1.5 seconds. It depends on your luck. If you don't have that mount, many other players are gonna have the mount in front. So maybe just don't use the disarm skill anymore. If you change your skills, it's gonna help you. That mount is not game breaking in my opinion. The death immunity is game breaking. The new mount is an issue and I hope that it's gonna be fixed really soon. So that was all I had to say about the new mounts and the other items we had recently. Now, I would like to do something else before ending the video. I saved a lot of mushroom coins and I wanted to have that back accessory just for the global stats. It's giving some global health and I want to have a bit more stats on my class, especially for the new class I want to play. The Spirit Beast, and maybe I'm gonna build a warrior class or a mage class based around the HP, so I need that mount, a back accessory, sorry, just for the increase in HP it gives. So I'm gonna try my luck. I hope that I won't have to spend to get it. We are gonna check that in a few seconds. There we go. First 10 draws. And if I want to get it, as always, I need to be lucky to cut the guarantee. I cut one time already, this is great. The more I cut, the less the draws I'm gonna need to obtain it. Okay, so let's just continue drawing that. I'm gonna try to go quick. Another one before the final guarantee. This is great. I have only 100 mushroom coins left. So this is bad. I don't feel I'm gonna have the back accessory before the end. Okay, 30 only. And that was the 10 last draws. I have nothing as always. 290 draws remaining before the guarantee. So I have no choice. As always, I have to spend on that event. But you know what? I'm just gonna take a few small packs. I hope that with this one only, I'm gonna get the mount. And by the way, if you're planning to spend, as always, make sure that you are using Aptoide if you want to save some money and to support my channel by using my promo code mushroom2 as written below me. Thank you so much to everyone who is doing that. Okay, so back to it. Need to be lucky, come on, give me some luck. Okay, another guarantee. And now the next one is guaranteed to be the back accessory. So if I am lucky to cut with the 20 coins, I'm gonna get it. So come on. I know you can, be nice. There we go, finally, so I had to spend only $50. This is great. This is better than usual, so I am happy with that. 10% more global health. So if I check that before the end of the video, 160 billion HP for now. And if I go on my back accessory, let's unlock it. 30,000 more power, this is ridiculous. And if I go back here, I got 4.6 billion more HP. So guys, that was all for the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to let me know what you think about the new mount. We need a lot of players to say their opinion on that mount if we want to push what we think about it. Have a nice day guys, see you on the next one, bye bye.